guys, this is Eileen Bender, the sales generator. As a professional saleswoman, it's very important to look your best. And one way that you could do that is apply simple makeup. And I'm going to show you today how to apply your makeup and to look professional. But what I'm most excited about is this tool I'm going to use today called the CreaLash. Let me go ahead and get started. First, use a primer. A primer is a gel-like substance, and you apply it all over. And this is going to allow your foundation to last all day, especially if you have one of those days that you need to go from morning to evening. In addition to that too, you'll be able to use less foundation, which means less shopping and more money in your pocket so that you're not spending it all on your makeup. I use a Giorgio Armani foundation and I use a brush with it. Always start from the top on your T-zone and work your way out. When you're using a brush, it's super quick. Again, start on your T-zone, which will be your nose, down to your chin, and work your way out. Just like so. Now, foundations are a little bit tricky. It's important that you match it with your neck. The reason why is that when people are looking at you, if your foundation is darker or lighter than your neck, you want to have that mask look. And since it's not Halloween yet, we want to make sure that your foundation matches your neck. And then you could also even apply your leftover on your neck, and you see how it matches perfectly thanks to Giorgio Armani. Next, you want to go ahead and add your contour. And this is just from Maybelline. Nothing fancy. And you just go ahead and apply the contour around your face, and especially right underneath your cheekbone. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot of cheekbones, but I do have a lot of cheeks. So I want to make them pop out a little bit. What you also want to do is you could put some underneath your neck to minimize, especially if you have double chins, which I feel I do. You just want to apply it this way. And then the shadow will make it appear as if you have more of a contour face. Now for underneath the eyes, I use this product right here, and it's all Orange Skin, and it also has SPF. This one you want it a little bit lighter than your natural skin tone color, and it's really lightweight. That's why I like it a lot too. And I'm big on saving time, so this one also has a deep puff ingredient, especially if you didn't get that much sleep the night before. It helps to get rid of the puffy eyes. Now, this is the most important part, is your loose powder. Why is it important to use loose powder in the morning when you start your makeup? Is because it sets your foundation for the rest of the day. And you use a good amount just like this. You can use the cup right here and you pat it out like this, like so. And you can go ahead and just apply right again on your T-zone. Always start on your T-zone. And you just press it into your skin like this and work your way out. I use the translucent because it doesn't have any color. And the reason why I recommend translucent powder is throughout the day, your skin warms up. And if you use too much color, for example, a foundation color and a loose powder color, is going to turn your foundation darker, which will give you the mask effect again, because your face will be darker than your neck. So this one sets in your foundation without turning your makeup darker. Now, if you don't know how to do your eyebrows, I prefer using a pencil versus a powder, because as you notice from here, you brush up. All you have to do, the rule of thumb is follow the way your eyebrow hair is growing. Notice here, eyebrow hair is going to the side, so I'm moving my pencil to the side. Here, my eyebrow hair is going down, so I'm moving my pencil downward. And this will give it a more natural look. And then brush it out. Now, if you're unsure of where to apply the pencil, the color, start from the edge of your nose and start straight from here and that's where you go ahead and start your applying the color. And then for the edge, for the arch, you just want to place again at the edge of your nose, straight across, and that's where the arch is. And where do you stop? You go from the end of your eyelid to your eye, and also the corner of your nose, and that's where you stop right here. Very simple. So again, start here, arch here, and here. And always follow. If you're using a brush or a pen, eyebrow pencil, just follow the way your eyebrow hair is growing. So from here it goes up, sideways, and then down. And now I'm very excited today because I'm using CreaLash by Crea Products. It's going to simplify your eyeshadow, and also is going to prevent from the raccoon eyes. I'm going to start with my cream shadow base by Smashbox. Again, I'm big on applying things once and making it last all day. Have a brush for it and just apply it like this. This is like a charcoal gray, and as much as I love makeup, I keep it very simple. So I'm not big on using all different types of colors, and this charcoal gray, especially for Asian eyes, works really well whether you're using it for daytime or evening. Just like this. That's your base. Want to create, which I'm going to right now, an angle. Just hold on to this part right here, which is very comfortable to use, and apply it at an angle right here, and that is where you stop. And you could even go on top of the CreaLash, and you see this angle, it's created it for you. CreaLash, and apply it right here, my angle, and then you just apply it like this. I love using it in this manner because it saves me from using loose powder, which actually Laura Mercier is a little bit pricey. So I like saving money and I like saving time. See the difference? Gives you that little bit of a smoky eye. I'm gonna go on the other side. Same thing. Apply all over. Normally, I used to take half an hour just to do my eyes, just because I would have to fix it, use eye makeup remover to remove the bottom part, but you notice there's nothing underneath. I love it. Next, I'm going to use Laura Mercier. This is another shadow that I love. It's like a charcoal color and a thicker brown brush. And again, I'm gonna go back to using my CreaLash, and I'm gonna blend that dark color. Like this. And what's great, if you feel, I could tell I put a little bit too much color, too much shadow on, so I could just brush it on top instead of having to use my hands, which I used to do, and I have to wash my hands at least twice while doing my makeup. I don't have to do that anymore. I just use this part and brush it out and blend it upwards. Voila. And do it the same thing. Notice the difference? This is blended, this is not blended. Again, I use my CreaLash. I want to pat it out, make sure I don't have too much on. I usually do this even faster, but for the video's sake, I'm taking a little bit longer just to blend it. You can see. Last but not least, I'm going to add some liquid liner. I like to use this Revlon liquid liner. It is water resistant and it's meant to last all day. You could also use the CreaLash for this, right here. And this time, instead of putting it underneath, I'm going to use it on top of my lashes. This is really important because notice the difference. Right now it's wrinkled, right now it's not wrinkled. So this gives me a lot of space to see where I'm applying the liquid liner. And usually, liquid liners are a little bit tricky to apply. However, using the CreaLash, Makes it really, really easy to use. Now I'm going to use the angle. Now you keep this cut eye look if you want. I like to soften things up, so I use a round brush, tip brush like this. Again, I'm going to use the CreaLash. I use it a lot, as you can see. And I'm going to soften it by using the dark brown color from NARS. I'm going to go back to on the eyeliner. Again, I'm going to push down my lashes so you can see all the space in between. And I'm just going to blend that out. This is fantastic because you can see how all the powder is coming on the CreaLash and not my skin. Notice how this is blended, this side is not blended. If you want, you could use an eyelash curler. I use the Shiseido one that you could get at Macy's or Nordstrom. And then add some mascara. Now I'm going to finish my face and just add a little bit of blush. I use NARS, and the color NARS that I use is Orgasm. As you can see, I like my Orgasm, so I use a lot of it. And where do you apply the blush? Just smile, and I love this part because it makes you smile in the morning. You have to smile and blush where you smile, just the apple of your cheeks, and work your way up. And always add a little bit on your T-zone. Blend it out, otherwise you're just gonna have pink cheeks right here. You just blend it out naturally. And then I love to use my loose powder again. A little bit more in the T-zone, blend everything in together. Just for the fun of it, I love to have a little bit of shine. And this is Bobbi Brown. It just has a little bit of different shimmer color. Just apply it on this area right here. When you apply it, just apply like an L shape from here to here. It really helps pop out the cheekbones. And I don't have a lot, so I love using this technique. Last but not least, lipstick. I don't really like using lip liners. I just start from the bottom, pat it in. This is a Clinique lipstick. And I think the natural look of lipstick is important, so find a color that's not too bright, especially for a professional look, and pat it in. Here's the ultimate finale. Now that you've applied all this shadow, and even underneath part, as you notice, I did several layers of concealer, eye cream. Actually, I didn't show that earlier, but I did that as well. I have many steps. I do not want to mess it up. I think we've all been there where we've had everything done and we messed it up with our mascara. Take the CreaLash, instead of putting it underneath, you want to flip it over, apply it on top of the liner. Just like this. And now you can pull it up and apply your mascara. And nothing is messed up. I love this. And if you want to apply mascara underneath, you can. You want to protect your concealer underneath and just apply on top like this. And you're done.